Creating guitar melodies could be very challenging. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a simple chord progression and transform this chord progression into an amazing guitar melody, but still keep it simple. So let's dive right in. So first let's adjust the BPM to 112, so it's going to be a more up-tempo Afrobeat. So at first I'm going to start off with a chord progression, and it's very easy to start off with a chord progression and later on transform this chord progression into a guitar melody. So I'm going to use a new plugin which I recently received from Arturia, which is the augmented grand piano. So it's the first time opening it up. So this preset sounds really cool. So let's use this one. So I'm not going to tweak the preset, and then I'm going to open up the piano roll and I'm going to create this beat in A minor, just to keep it as simple as possible for you guys. So A minor, so when you're using the A minor scale, you're basically just using the white notes. So first I'm going to select the view to A minor, scale highlighting, and then select A minor natural in this case. Then I'm first going to build a simple chord. So I'm going to play A, then I'm just going to count the notes. So 1, 2, 3. This chord, and then I'm going to add an E, which is the 5th note. Very simple. So let's draw it in. Then I'm going to add a G, and then I'm going to add a F, A, and C. So this will be the main chord progression for a beat. Sounds beautiful. For now, I think this chord progression sounds just too slow, so I'm going to shorten it up like this, quantize it, and then I'm going to select the magnet, I'm going to select none, and then I'm going to shorten down the notes a little bit. Then I'm going to strumize it, this, and then I'm going to randomize the velocity to make it more humanic somehow, lower it down. Then I'm going to individually play around with the notes. And then let's copy it over. So we're going to create a 4-bar chord progression. So right now I've created the chord progression, and right now let's start off by adding some simple drums. So I'm going to use the African producer bundle, and let's start off by adding some rims. So this is the first one, rim 19, just let's use this one. And then let's draw in the rhythm. So I'm going to use the t, this one, quantize it. And let's layer it with this one. This one sounds really cool. So let's copy it over. So then let's add a shaker loop. So I've added over 60 shaker loops to the African producer bundle. And let's say we pick shaker 6. I'm a piano inspired shaker loop. So first let's reduce the volume. Oh, that sounds really dope. Very easy. So right now let's add some more layers to the drums, but first I'm going to add some swing to the drums, let's say around 70-20%, something like that. All right, now let's add a kick. So in this case I want to add a soft, more piano inspired kick. So I think I'm going to use this one, which contains a little bit of attack, so some punchiness, but still it sounds very soft. I think I'm going to double it up right here. So I'm adding this one. So I think this is the first step when it comes to defining the foundation of the beat. So now let's get to the fun part, which is guitar melody. So I'm going to use Contact, and I'm going to use a guitar bank from Ilya Efimov, this one. Let's say I'm going to use the TC, which is kind of a more distorted guitar. This one. So now we're going to simply draw in the root notes, and I would recommend you select none to give it a more organic feel, like this. So now we're going to draw in a simple melody. So let's shorten down this one. That's it. So make sure it isn't played on beat, so it sounds more organic. That's it. I think I'm gonna pitch it up 1 octave. Okay, that's it. Then let's play around the velocity. And then I'm going to duplicate this melody again. That sounds really dope. So right now, let's add another simple riff on top. So basically clone this one. Something like that. Very simple, very effective. And we definitely have to add some reverb to this one because I think it's more like an accent to the beat. So simple detail. So we're going to push it a little bit to the background when we're later on going to mix this beat. So right now, let's add a log drum. So in most of the cases, I would add a log drum later on, but I think right now I'm going to use it kind of as a percussive element. So let's open it up. I'm going to use the Fruity DX10, and I'm going to use the log drum presets and the log drum kit, log drum presets. Let's say we pick a random one, 15. This sounds really dope. I'm going to make sure this one is on beat like this. That's it. So right now, let's copy it over, Control B. Still, let's adjust this one. I'm going to pitch this one up. Let's lower it down 1 octave. I think this one sounds too boring, and I'm going to add a roll right here. So I think to keep it interesting, I'm going to add a 1/3 rhythm for the log drum. So basically divide 1 step into 3. So adding something like this right here. So we have to add another element which contains some more low frequency. So I haven't used this one since I downloaded it. So the Mini V4. I'm a big fan of the Mini V3. This plugin looks amazing. A bassline you are looking for. So I'm looking for this one, I think so. So now let's follow the same pattern as the log drum. That's it, sounds very, very bouncy. That's it, that sounds really, really groovy. So bass, we could maybe add some more low frequencies to that bass sound. So in this case, let's use another stock plugin. Let's use the E flute. I think it's a great fit. So let's just copy this one. Let's pitch it down 1 octave. So now let's play in the main element. Definitely need some effects. That's really dope. So I'm really feeling the groove when it comes to this beat. So right now, let's add some more drums. So I'm going to use multiple packs, and I'm going to create a drum roll from scratch because I think this beat definitely needs an amazing drum roll. So I'm going to add some drums from the African Producer bundle. So like this one sounds very organic. Play around with the velocity. So that's the first one. So let's add a short head, this one. I'm gonna create a unique roll. Very simple, but still in the background. So I don't want this to be a main element because it's not really a fit for those beats, but I think in this case it sounds really cool. And then let's add some drums from the Afrobeats Infinity drum kit, percussion folder. Let's start off with some bongos. This one. Putting it right here. So let's add another one. So want this short hand percussion, this one. So right now let's add the elements for the drum roll. So this one sounds perfect. We add it right here. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. So let's add some more layers. For example, this one and this one. Add this one right here. This one right here. And later on, we're going to remove some low frequencies and then add some more reverb. Then let's add a cymbal. So let's add this one. Then let's add a snare roll. So let's use this short one. And then let's add an impact clap. So from the drum kit, effects. So I like this one, so let's add this one. So now let's link all these elements to the mixer. So select those ones. I'm gonna add them at insert 25. And then let's select all the drums. So first I'm gonna select the main drums, and then I'm gonna select the drums for the drum roll, like this. I'm gonna create a bus right here, and then select all those elements, route to this track right here. Then I'm gonna remove the unnecessary low frequencies, and then I'm gonna add some reverb using the Valhalla Vintage verb. That's it. That sounds really cool. So right now let's play around with the main elements. So the guitar, for example. Let's add some reverb. So we're going to add some more room. So add some reverb 140. Let's pick an, let's say a chorus plate, and then let's play around with the width and the blend. That's it. And right now we're going to add in simple EQ. I'm going to remove some of these frequencies. Then let's add a small delay, so fruited delay, to just spice it up a little bit. That's it. Then we're going to add the piano. Just basically leveling it, that's it. The log drum sounds fine. So then we have to select our basses right here, and I'm gonna link them to one bus. The same thing for the log drum. So we have this bass bus, and then we're gonna simply sidechain this one to clean up the low frequencies. And we're simply selecting those ones, and we're going to link them to this mixer bus, route to this track only, and then I'm going to open up a Kickstart 2. And we're just going to sidechain the low frequency. So we're going to select the kick, and then I'm linking the kick to this bus right here, sidechain to this track, and then I'm going to select this element, processing, select kick 19, that's it. But right now there is just too much sidechaining applied. So we're gonna play around with this bandpass filter and set it to, let's say, 100 Hertz. And maybe I want to reduce some of the high frequencies right here from the bass. And let's add some reverb on the second guitar melody. That's it. That sounds really, really cool. So right now let's split the channels and then create a simple arrangement. So we're going to for this beat, I'm going to keep it very, very simple for you guys. So I'm going to create a simple arrangement. So let's say something like this. And then we simply start by adding some elements, so creating a simple build-up. So first I'm going to remove the basses, the log drum. So basically let's start off with just a guitar, and then we could Add the drum roll right here. So I think this is it for the tutorial. This is just a simple arrangement, but let's have a listen to the final result. Starting off with a very organic sounding guitar loop. Piano coming in. Really cool piano preset. Simple guitar riff, the log drum. Really like the 1/3 log drum, sounds really cool. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the samples, make sure to check out the link in the description. And there is also a free sample pack which is called the African Sound Selection. The link is also in the description, where you can use some of these samples for free. So make sure to check it out. 100% royalty free. So if you like this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you have a great day, create some awesome music, and see you in one of my next tutorials.